Well, good evening and welcome to this edition of Sell Your Own Products on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle, with the emphasis on the lifestyle. And that's what we're all about, the private label lifestyle. Tonight, we're going to talk about the private label way, or the private label system, however you want to put it. It's all the same thing. It's what we believe in. It's a system that helps us, not only helps us, but teaches just which way to go, how to go, what order to do things in, and how to make more money, because we're in a system. So like usually, a few housekeeping matters to go through. Just as you know, when I do the PowerPoint, which is the first half of the presentation here, I cannot see the question and answers. So I'm not going to have the question and answers up there. I got this little showcase app to give you a couple links and all that you might be interested in. But as soon as the PowerPoint is open, I'm going to put the question and answers thing up, and then you'll be able to ask any questions you want. So if you're doing the presentation, if you got a question, just kind of jot it down, and then just as soon as we get done, submit it, and we'll be glad to answer it. So with that being said, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you over, and we're going to go to the PowerPoint, and like I say, we're going to a couple things. Be sure to stay tuned to the end tonight, because we've got a couple of what I would call really big announcements. I'm excited about it. What can I tell you? I'm really excited about it, and we're going to share it with you at the end tonight. So kind of stay tuned and join us. And like I say, jot your questions down, and we'll get to them in a minute. So we're going to go over here to the PowerPoint, and where are we at? All right, here we are. And so we're going to get over here, and we're going to talk tonight about the private label way, or like I say, you can say it the private label system. You can call it whatever you want, but the thing of it is, it's a proven way to get you to the fastest place where you're making money. You got a steady income, and everything's coming in. So a private label way, a system to give you the steady income you desire. And that's basically what we're all about. That's what we teach in the course. That's what in these Google Hangouts that we do weekly and everything. We're all about a system to give you the steady income you desire. That's what we want. Want you to prosper. Want you to do well. That's why we're here, and that's what we keep preaching every Sunday. I'm not every Sunday. Guys, starting to think I was a minister here now. Would preaching every Thursday night. It's a private label way. It's a system to get you from point A to point B and get you making money, and that's what it's all about. So tonight we're going to talk about the private label way. But the first one too is why are franchises so successful? If you look 20 years ago. Well, maybe go back a little farther than that, maybe 30 years ago, give away my age here, 30, 40 years ago, there weren't that many franchises out there. But once franchises came, like McDonald's, Burger King, Olive Garden, Carrabba's, Chili's, Fridays, Outback, that's just to name a few. And there's a lot more like that, but these franchises are so successful. Why? Because they had a proven system. So let me ask you, have you ever seen a McDonald's fail? No, they don't. You might see one that's closed down because the neighborhood they were in or something like that got taken over and was really bad, and so they closed it down like that. But you've never seen a McDonald's fail because they weren't making money. McDonald's is a proven system. It's proven itself for what has it been, 40 years, 50 years now, something like that. They just keep getting bigger and better. And I know that there's some news on the thing that they're not quite making the money that they're supposed to be, but still, McDonald's, I'll tell you what, if I had a couple of McDonald's franchises, that would be like what it calls seventh heaven. McDonald's, it just makes money. They make money, and what can I tell you? It's something to watch, because and that's why franchises are so successful. And then, like I say, name your favorite restaurant, whether it be Olive Garden, Carrabba's, Chili's, Friday, Outback, or any of the slew of other ones. Which one is your favorite? And the thing about it is, they all have something in common. What do they all have in common? They've got a system in place. A system in place. It's a way to open the door. In other words, when they've got a grand opening plan, and when they open that grand, they they do it by plan. It's just like Chick-fil-A is the one, you know, when they do a grand opening in their store, my guys, they've got people camping their parking lot for sometimes 2 to 3 days, camping out there because they've got such a reputation on what they give away for their grand openings and everything like that, and all that. And I keep saying everything like that, and I apologize, folks. I'm trying to break myself of it, but oh man, I'm telling you, when you're 72, it's hard to break habits. But anyway, like I say, Chick-fil-A has got a heck of a following. People just look for Chick-fil-A openings, and they come from far and wide. And like I say, they camp out in the parking lot for a couple of days just to be there and be in line for that Chick-fil-A opening because of what they promote and the way they give away. And they give away, I believe it is I don't know, a coupon for every week, or is it every day, something like that, for those that do. So I know my daughter, when she was in college, she and her boyfriend at the time, they went to some of them, and they got all these coupons, and it was a great deal, and it was a great for them, and it was great for Chick-fil-A because they got excited, they got all the publicity and everything like that. It's great. It's a franchise. It's a system. It's a way. Then they get the system in place. It's a way to control their inventory. You think they've got those sheets of everything that's on their inventory and everything like that, and you don't think those are coordinated according to their volume and everything like that? That manager just has to check off what it is, put it in, and that inventory gets sent in. And they've got a lot of times they even got it in if something happens to the manager or the inventory doesn't get sent in, they'll send in an order that's judged from some of the past orders and kind of averages out, and they'll send it in. But they control that inventory. They don't want to run out of a product. They try their best to, and with their inventory system, they don't. Same way we teach you with Amazon and that. If you take and you tell Amazon at what point you want to reorder the inventory, they notify you. They tell you they don't want you to run out of inventory. They don't want you to run out of inventory, and you don't want to run out of inventory. So for God's sakes, take advantage of it. Then they got, when they have a system in place, a way in place, they've got a way to package their products, you know, and that's what we teach you, how to hire a label designer, what to put on there, where to put it, how best to package it. You know, you can do it any way you want, but why, when there's a way that works good and you can put love letters in there and everything else, why would you want to do it any different? You know, it's a way to package a product, a way to know what to charge for the product. You know, I'm going to tell you, I am about to the point where I've had it. Some of these forums that I go on, I try to and oh man, there is a couple on Facebook that are really bad and stuff like that. They're preaching that 20% ROI and all that kind of stuff, when you know, Amazon's taking 58 cents on the dollar. You know, or 38 cents on the dollar, excuse me, 58 cents would really be bad. 38 cents a dollar, and you're going to make it on a 20% ROI? Man, unless you're selling thousands a day, you're not going to make anything on it. You know, so let's get real on that. There's a way to know what to charge for that product. And the best, if we can keep that ROI, get it right up there to a third. That's what we want. So you're making that third, you know, it's important. We want you not only to survive in the atmosphere, but we want you to be making money. And if you're not making money, you know, there's no sense surviving. You know, a lot of people can say, oh, I did $100,000 in sales this month. I'm saying, wowee, what a deal. Bull. You know, it's not how much you sell, it's how much you make. So let's get through it, and let's get that understood, and forget about all these things, the path to this and the path to that, and the way to this and the way to that. It has nothing to do with it, folks. It has to do with the bottom line and what you make for it. And that's a way to know what to charge for the product. I can't be much plainer than that. And it's a way to advertise your products. You know, wow. A way to advertise your product. You've got to know. Let me tell you this. I think Red Lobster, they just finished, or they're getting ready to have their Lobster Fest, which they have every year, or something else. Now, let me tell you, do you think they just happened to just pick up one day and said, oh man, I think we ought to have Lobster Fest, so let's have it now? No. What they do, that's set up at least a year in advance, if not longer than that. And let me tell you this, their suppliers pay a big part in when that promotion takes place. Because don't you think that Red Lobster goes to their lobster suppliers and everything and say, hey, we want to give our customers a good deal. We want to have Lobster Fest. When can you give us the best price you can possibly can? And so the lobster suppliers will say, well, yeah, well, this is when we get the, we could do the best deal for you. And so that's when they plan Lobster Fest. And the same way with your suppliers over in China or Vietnam or India or wherever you're at, or the United States. Man, there's a lot of good places in the United States. What can I tell you? They're there. But the thing of it is, you've got to work for them. And we teach in the course, you've got to build rapport with your suppliers. So you know when to advertise, you know when the deals are coming, you know when things are going to happen, when things are happening on the supply level on that, and you got to be quick. You got to be able to take advantage of them. So what can I tell you? Yeah. So what do they have in common? A way to know which product to showcase and when to do it. Well, that's what I just talked about when the I get ahead of myself sometimes here. I apologize. But with Red Lobster and the Lobster Fest, and same with some of these other ones, like Hoffman's when they do their Christmas promotion on chocolates and some of that, and all the different ones are not Fannie Mae, but oh, well, anyway, you know what I'm saying there. So, but anyway, that's what they have in common. They work together, and they're together, and they're working for each other. The supplier works with the seller, who works with Amazon, and you all work together to get that product out there, to get the customer the best deal and the best product and the best price. So, and that's what it's all about. They all have that in common. You work a system. So why do they all do the same? Following a plan gives stability, confidence, and predictable profit. Now remember that predictable profit. You're not going to get that predictable profit trying to push a whole bunch of products at an ROI of 20%. Give me a break, folks. Give me a break. Like I said before, unless you're doing thousands a day in one product, an ROI of 20% is not going to get you to the game plan you want. You want to get that thing up there closer to 33. So, and the more you can get it, and you don't even have to stop there. There's nothing wrong with having an ROI of 40, 45%. Believe me, there's nothing wrong with it. It just makes sense. So why do they all do it? Because why do they all do the same thing? Because following a plan gives stability, confidence, and predictable profit. All right. So by following a plan, let me get it right here. Your risks are minimized. So what do I mean by that? When you follow a proven plan, the risks that you're in, and you're not going to deviate off that, there's not really too many risks, because so many people have been down that path before that all the bugs are worked out of it, all the bad spots are worked out, and the risks are about as minimized as you can possibly get. So you know that when you're going to have a promotion on such and such a date, and goes to that, and the reason, and you've got it all figured out with the supplier, and the supplier's taking care of it, and you've got your product on hand and everything like that, the risks are minimized by following a plan. So you can by following a plan, you can make decisions with confidence. That's what I'm talking about. You can make decisions because you know this has worked. You know this worked for the 2 or 3 years before, so you know pretty well that it's going to work now. That's why you make decisions, and that's why we follow a plan. I think I've told you this before, but one of the biggest things, because I open myself up and I answer questions during the week when and people can email me, and I'll answer your questions best. But one of the biggest questions I get, and I think I get it almost every week, is this thing that, Terry, we have been to Alibaba, and how do I know what product to buy to sell on Amazon? And my thing is, guys, folks, we talk about this, and that you don't go to Alibaba to find a product to sell on Amazon. You go to Amazon to find a product to sell on Amazon. Then when you decide what the product's going to be, you go to Alibaba to find out where you can get it at the best deal and the best quality in that. So that's how you make decisions with confidence. You don't fly off the seat of your pants. You make those decisions because they're made, and people have gone before you have made it, and they've worked, and they're going to continue to work. So, and then By following a plan, decisions are made from experience. Wow. Uh, that's no biggie, folks. Look at that. You look at that. They're shooting at that thing, and there's the person. There's the new the the seller right there. He's looking at. He said, but look at this guy here who's been doing it for quite a while. He knows exactly where to aim, and he's got that right down there, and he's aiming, and they're going to hit that bullseye because he knows exactly what. And all these people are helping. They all share the same experience, and just this one here has a lot more experience than some. Or this one here has more experience than the other one, and so they guide him and they direct him, and that's what happens when you follow a plan, when you join a system. What more can I say? So what about you? Are you gonna follow a plan? Or are you gonna have no plan? And there's no reason, uh, plan or no plan. We've talked about the plans, the benefit plan or no plan. You can go fumbling around. Like I say, I get questions every week, and I know these people are don't know what they're doing. And I wait a minute. I shouldn't say it. Don't mean it as a put down. Believe me, I don't. But there's so much more about following a plan than just trying to go out and figure it all yourself. You can read article after article. You can listen to me. You can go listen to any of the other private label sellers that are talking here, and you can go pick up from that. Which reminds me, the ASM number 5 is coming up next week, and watch. I'm going to send you not an email, but a broadcast, because I'm going to do a little special video on that, and kind of watch it if you want to. If you want to know about ASM, how I feel about it, and everything else, and what's good about it, what's bad about it. So just hold on to that, because you'll probably get that in your Google box. Probably, maybe not tomorrow, maybe Sunday or so, but we're going to get it out. We've got it out, and then we'll get it for you. So be on the watch of that. So what about you? Plan or no plan? That's up to you. You can sell your own. Oh man, I can't even spell right. Sell your own product on Amazon for income and lifestyle. What can I tell you? That's the course we're talking about. My course, and it's got 8 modules, and in those 8 modules is the plan. So module 1 is launch your business timeline. In other words, when do you want to get it started? Is now the time, or you want to wait a month? Or we'll tell you why. When you got all your ducks in order, that's when you start it. So why private label? Why you could do wholesale, you could do retail arbitrage, but why do we suggest you go private label? Setting up your Amazon sellers account, how to do it. We take you into the Amazon back end of Amazon sellers and show you how to fill it out, and then how to choose a niche. Very important, because you want to pick something that you like or you feel comfortable about selling. So we teach you how to choose a niche. Excuse me just a minute. Have me some water there. Module 2, let's pick some possible winners. Where to look and what to look for using the Product Pickers Worksheet. We got a Product Pickers Worksheet in the course that you can download, which you just fill in the blanks and you go and pick some out. And we explain it in there how to do it and how to possibly. You can look at some of my old Google Hangouts. There's a Google Hangout on picking some possible winners, where I actually go right to Amazon and we pick out some winners right there. I explain to why they're winners in that. So look for that kind of stuff. But in the course, it's there. So we go on. So then module 3 is finding supplier. Now notice we picked out the product first. We didn't find the suppliers first. We picked out the product. So when we go to Alibaba, we know what we're looking for. We put it into Alibaba, the search query, and it'll bring up. Sometimes it'll bring up 30, 40, sometimes 50 or 60 different sources for the same thing. Then you go look and find it, and you could send through Alibaba, you can send an email blast to all of them, or you can pick out the ones that you really like. You take a look at them and all that, and you send out a blast, ask them for their MOQs and all their particulars and their prices and everything like that. And when they take those back, I'll tell you right now, just don't pay too much attention to the MOQs or the price, either one, because usually at this point they're really negotiable. So, but that's just part of negotiating. We talk about that in the course, and then we teach you how to talk to a supplier. I think is treat them like you want to be respected. Treat them like you want to be respected, because man, they are just trying to sell you a product. I mean, they want to give good service. They want you to come back and everything and all that. So how to talk to the supplier, that's important. You don't treat them like dirt or anything like that. You treat them like an equal, and you build rapport with them. And that way, when they have specials, when they have certain things, you're going to be one of the first ones they contact to give you a chance at that. So, and that's important because, man, that's where you can make some extra good money. So module 4, choose your product. Establish your brand. Establish your brand and hire a label designer. We teach you how to do that, where to go, what kind of label designer to get, and we teach you about what kind of packaging, what you want a packaging. If it's all possibility, you want a package so you can send your customer a love letter, in that package. And we'll talk about that in another module. But what about a UPC code? We teach you where to go, where to get them, and all that, and why you need them, and everything else. So in this is module 5, we teach you how to list that product to sell. A product title that is search engine friendly, creating a description of the sales using images, and where to send your first order. Let me talk to you just a little bit about that. List that product to sell. So many people just take a thing, list a product, they throw a list up there, they put a little description in there, they throw maybe 1 or 2 pictures in there, and they forget about it. Now, come on, guys. Let me tell you, this is a real business we're talking about. This is a business that we want you to make money with. This is a business that we want to promote, that you want to have, and you want to be able to sell it later on if you want, or pass it on to your kids, or whatever you want to do. This is not, we're not talking about doing a job. We're talking about building a business, and that's what the lifestyle part is all about. So, man, I'll tell you, Amazon will give you either 50 or 200, depending on what category you're in, spaces to use in that product title. You want to use every darn one of them, everything they do, and especially in the description too, and those bullet points, they should all be filled out. And images, if they give you 7, you use them. If they give you 9, you use them. Use all that territory, because that is gold, folks. You want that when somebody turns to your listing, you want that listing to pop out to them. You want it to stand out so they know exactly this guy is friendly, and you build trust too, because by having all those images and all that, they can see the product in from different sides and different things, and they have no doubt about what they're getting. So the trust factor with that, and filling it out and filling everything out, all the descriptions and the bullet points and all that, it helps so much for the trust factor, so much to increase your orders and that. So, okay, then module 6, we talk to your customers. Do I need to talk to your customers? Yes. Send your customers a love letter. Yes. What about an email series? Yes. It's all stuff. Amazon lets you do it through their system. Amazon will let you send 3 emails to your customer in every order you do, where you can talk to them and tell them about it, and tell them what to do, and tell them other things, and show them where they need to go to give you a review, and all that kind of stuff you need. You can put a coupon in there for another product, for one of your other products. There's a lot. That's a love letter, folks. All the other manufacturers, if you go in Sunbeam, I use this all the time. If you go buy a Sunbeam mixer or a Sunbeam blender or something like that, you open the box out, you're going to find that there's a coupon in there for other Sunbeam products. There's a place to go to register your email for a guarantee. I wonder what they want that email for there, folks. Give me a break. Come on. This is how you build an email list. What about an email series? And then, like I say, Amazon wants you. They allow you to do 3 on their system. So take advantage of it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It is getting those people, getting their trust. And so the next time when you've got a product or a new product, you can send them an email. You can do a lot of different things. And and that's easy money, because once people buy from you, and they know that you're honest, and you've got a rapport, and you take care of your customers and everything like that, they're going to be raving fans, guys. They're going to be raving fans, because that's hard to find anymore, but they're going to be there, and they're going to take care of you. So what I'm saying, is do that, and then you promote, and promote. Amazon sponsored ads. Amazon's got it set up there for the sponsored ads. How to create a promotion. It's got a section in the Seller Central for both the sponsored ads and the creative promotion. Creative promotion. Give it on the forum. Get it on some of our places or something, and advertise it. Advertise the deal to some of your friends and that, so they use it and just understand. Ask them, that, hey, I'll give you this a special promotion that, but I would really like a referral or review, So, and just be sure and don't ask them for a good review. Just tell them you want a review, because Amazon doesn't like it if you say, you do favors for good reviews. You just want to review. So how to use coupon and deal sites. We teach you how to use coupon and deal sites. There's a lot of money to be made in coupon and deal sites. And they're looking for people. They're looking for honest people to promote. Now, if you're going to promote every week with something that doesn't really amount to a heck of a lot, don't bother. But when you use a coupon and deal site and you're going to give 50% off or something like that, man, they love that, because their customers love it, and that's how they make money. That's how you get noticed and you get around. So take advantage of it. Module 8. Wow. Know your numbers. How to monitor your seller rating, how to use Seller Central Report. We teach you all that in the course. What can I tell you? Those are things you have to pay on, because like I say, the object of this course is getting you to be making money every week, every month, every year, so that money comes in on a steady basis. And that's the Amazon private label lifestyle. When the product is set right from the manufacturer to Amazon, Amazon sells your product, collects the money for your product, services your product, takes care of back-end complaints or anything else in your product, and then with all that, and then they still send you or deposit money in your bank account every 2 weeks for those that are on the 2-week schedule. What can I tell you? That's what it's all about. So how to use Seller Central Reports. We teach you that in the course. I can't go in here because it's rather complicated, but you can ask around in there. And Seller Central Reports, they've got some great reports that'll tell you just about anything you need to know. They'll tell you how much you sold last week and how much you sold last month or year, or however you want to set it. They'll tell you when to reorder your products. Amazon bends over backwards to make your job easier, and that's what's kind of nice. So what more that can I say? That's the course. What to say? So sell your own products on Amazon for income and lifestyle. That's the course we just talked about, and it includes much more. Now, I'll tell you, I do this from my friend Jim Edwards. He always says, and much more, and it's the truth, because with this course, it's not a finished product. It never will be a finished product. Why? Because Amazon changes their rules all the time, and so we come out with a new video. We've added 2 more this last month already. But there's nothing wrong with that, and we'll probably. I know there's 2 or 3 more that are coming up, and it's probably always going to be that way. And that's the way. This course is not a one-time deal and you're done. This is a lifetime course. Once you're registered for it, you can come in anytime you want, and you're welcome to it. And we invite you, and we invite your input and all that. So it's much more. So what can I tell you? So one of the things I said, we were going to do a special tonight. We were going to announce a special, and this is a course special. I've never done this before. Don't know how this is going to go. I just wanted to try it. The regular price of the course, it's $349. It's a regular price, and we've got a 3-payment option on there, which you can get. But just for this next week, that's tonight, 4/9. That's tonight through 4/16. That's next Thursday night. We're going to drop the price of the course to $199. But let me tell you, when you go to the privatelabelselling.com and the course special, you're not going to find this information on there. This is just for those that watch me on this Google Hangout. And that's the reason I want to tie it, just because there's a lot of people that watch it from their own time, whether it be in overseas and that, where it's in the morning right now. But that's the deal. We've got it's $199, which is like, as you can say, it's $150 off. But the only way you're going to get it is, that's my email address, terryshire@gmail.com. Now, you don't have to do anything special. Just send me an email at terryshire@gmail.com, and just put in there course special. And what I'll do, I'll send you a special link to get that at that price. Now, I'm not going to put it out there and anything else. I'm not going to put it on the site because the one thing about it, these Google Hangouts and that, they'll still be up for next year or something like that. So and it won't be good for that price. Won't be good. That price is just good through 4/9 through 4/16, and I guess we'll go to Pacific time, which is fine with that. I'm not trying to cut it off just to be mean or anything. I just want to limit to that. Want to try it and see what happens. Like I say, it's just for people that watch this, watch these video hangouts, which I appreciate it. I appreciate you come. I really enjoy, as I've talked before, I really enjoy the hangouts. I enjoy doing this and all that. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to stop screen sharing. Now let me put the question and answer app up here. All right. Now I put it up here. I explained to you, I cannot see it when I'm doing the PowerPoint presentation. It doesn't let me see it. So I put the questions up here. Go ahead and answer ask your questions, and I will be more than happy to answer the questions on any subject do with selling on Amazon, whether it be private label, be retail arbitrage, wholesale, or anything like that. I would be glad to answer the questions. Or you want to know about the special on the course, I'd be glad to answer that. I'm here to help you. That's what this is all about. Sure, I'd like to get people to join my course. That's true. I'm not going to tell you I'm not. That's one of the reasons we do this. But you know me, and a lot of you know that you call in. I mean, you email me every week, and I answer the questions, and that's fine. I'm here to help you. That's what I'm about, and that's when I decided. What's been about almost a year now when I decided I wanted to teach this, because I had been through. If you've read my bio and all that, I started with the ASM course, the very first one, and got my feet wet selling private label and really liked that, and decided I wanted to sell it. But I knew if I was going to sell if I was going to teach private label, I knew had to be able to know the wholesale aspect, the retail arbitrage, and that. So I went and did that for a year and learned what that's about, so I can answer questions on that. But the only thing I really didn't do a lot of thrifting. As a matter of fact, I don't think I did any thrifting. I went to a thrift store a couple times, and I decided that just wasn't for me. Nothing wrong with that. Guys, darn it, there's a lot of people doing it that anything, but I'm not anyone you want to ask about thrifting, but I'd be glad to answer any questions over there. I see that questions are up, but nobody has answered one. So go ahead. I will talk for a few minutes here. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. I said with the special on the course. Now, there's another thing. As you all know, or if you read my bio, you hear me talk about it all the time. I'm a graduate of the first Amazing Selling Machine course, #1. And guess what? They're ready to come out with #5, the Amazing Selling Machine. And so I will probably send you through the Google Hangout system or the YouTube video on that. I'm going to make probably tomorrow or Sunday. I'm going to make a review video of the ASM and really let you know exactly what I think about it, and all that. So kind of watch for that. I will be sending it out. And if for some reason you're not on my list, for God's sakes, if you want it and all that, why, just get them on the list, and that way you'll get it when it comes out. So it's really important. It's ASM Amazing Selling Machine #5 is going to the introductory thing is going to be this next week. So what can I tell you? I'm excited about it. I'm excited about putting the review out there and to let you see and for everything else. So I see we still don't have any questions tonight, and I see we've got viewers here. We've got quite a few viewers. So I don't know what to tell you. You don't want me to do a little song and dance. For one thing, as you know, I usually do these in my pajamas. So I've got my shirt on here, but my pajamas are, I've got them on right there. And so, I'm not cute in my pajamas. I'll tell you that right now. what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Anyway, I'm just waiting here. If you got some questions, if not, we're going to call it short tonight. It's 8:35. We've been doing this 35 minutes, and we've got a few viewers here, but nobody seems like they're asking any questions. So what can I tell you guys? I'm going to have a drink of water here, and we'll just wait a few more minutes. So. That tastes good tonight. Tastes good. Let me see. I talk a little bit more. I'm going to talk for a couple more minutes. And that, as you all know, we put our house up for sale, what, month 40, 5-6 weeks ago, something like that. And we did get an offer, which we have accepted. They've got 15 days to check us out and make sure everything's okay, you know, on the house, inspect it and all that, and go from there. So hopefully we've sold our house, and so that means I'm going to have to move out of my office here and find another one. So we've started kind of maybe hunting for another house, not quite yet, but we're going to downsize and get a little smaller house and all that, and, which is fine with me because I'm tired of yard work, tired of taking care of the pool and all that kind of stuff. And it's time, you know. I'm 72, going to be 73 here in a few months, so it's the time when I need to start taking it easy in life. My wife, you know, she's younger than I am by what, 5 or 6 years, something like that. So she's a young chick, and she wasn't exactly too happy with getting rid of the house. But I hope she'll, you know, we'll get it. And we talked about it, and it was the time to do it because you know, it was just too much. And so what can I tell you? Anything else? So we've got a few viewers here. Nobody's asking questions. Oh, wait one more minute. You got your chance, guys. Ask questions. If not, we're going to sign off. So like I say, the special on the private label course is you can save $149 for this next week. Just all you have to do is send me an email at terryshire@gmail.com. And I can switch back over here one more time and go right here, share it. So you got it down. We'll leave it up for a couple of minutes. That's terryshire@gmail.com. Send me a thing to get that price. It's the only way you're going to get it, and I will send you a link. And we'll honor that. And it'd be neat to have you in with the course, so we can do some close to work. We can have a couple hangouts where it's just the two of us and work on your project and give you some help, give you some advice, try to get you going. So we get you, the object of the course is get you up there so you're making some money. That's what it's all about. And what can I tell you? So it's special. It's the special is from tonight through next Thursday night. So it's $199. So like I say, that's regular price is $349. So you're talking $150 in savings. And to get it, you have to send me an email. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just terryshire@gmail.com and just put course special in the subject line or something like that, and I'll shoot you in a link. And like I say, I don't want to put the link in here or something like that because that's not going to be good after next week. And these Google Hangouts that we keep them on there for a long time. So so what can I tell you? It's Terry Shire, one more time, @gmail.com, $199. Just shoot me an email and I just say course special or something in there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, anything like that. So with that being said, I see nobody's answering any questions. Okay, I appreciate you being with me tonight. I had a good time. I hope you did. I don't know what else to tell you except that we shall see you on the next broadcast, which will be next Thursday night, which would be the 16th. So with that being said, I bid you good night. You have a good time.